Welcome to Julia's story time, where love hurts, literally. You know how people always say, nature is so perfect? Really? If by perfect you mean chop off your own dick, electrocute your crush, or permanently fuse into your date's flesh, then yeah, 10 out of 10. 5 stars. No notes. Tonight, we are diving headfirst into the world's most WTF mating rituals. Because the next time you think your dating life sucks, remember, some animals literally have to win a penis sword fight just to avoid becoming the mum. So sit back, relax, and rethink every romantic decision you've ever made. And be grateful your worst Tinder date didn't end with you being electrocuted, stabbed, or eaten alive. You think your ex was toxic? Try dating a blue-ringed octopus. Before the sexy time even starts, the male injects venom into the female. Not to kill her. Well, hopefully. But to paralyze her slightly. Because when you're snack-sized, you don't ask, "Can I buy you a drink?" You ask, "Can I buy enough time not to get murdered mid-thrust?" Biological reason. It's called mate guarding. But honestly, it's just dating with pepper spray. If dating apps had a paralyze first, flirt later feature, we'd cut ghosting rates by half overnight. Think your breakup was messy. Banana slugs chew off their own penises after sex. No ghosting, no we need to talk texts. Just self-amputation. Why? Because these hermaphrodites sometimes get their gigantic corkscrew junk stuck inside each other. Rather than dragging Chad around forever like a biological ball and chain, they just bite it off. Imagine if humans did that after bad hookups. Tinder would need trauma surgeons at every hotel lobby. Forget dinner and a movie. Garter snakes skip right to one girl, 100 dudes and a giant writhing orgy ball. A literal football-sized blob of desperate hormone-drunk males. Biological reason. In cold places like Manitoba, there's like 1 week a year for mating season. So it's a spring break pile-up, except nobody wears deodorant and everyone's cold-blooded. Meanwhile, you're texting wide and waiting 3 hours for NMU back. You think modern dating is just one shock after another? Electric catfish take that metaphor literally. During mating, they zap the crap out of each other. Science? Some think the shocks sync up their mating behaviours. Others say it's just a leftover feature, like Bluetooth, that keeps pairing at the worst time. Either way, imagine your next date involves tasering each other before making out. Honestly, still less awkward than splitting the bill. Slug said, "Monogamy? We don't know her. When they mate, they form huge daisy chains, everyone simultaneously acting as both dad and mum. It's like the HR nightmare version of an orgy." Scientific bonus. Studies show more partners equals better genetic diversity. So, technically Steve from accounting is helping the species thrive. If you're tired after reading that, congrats. You officially have more dignity than a sea slug. Damselfly sex looks like 2 drunk yoga teachers trying to fold each other into IKEA furniture. The male grabs the female by the head, she curls into a pretzel, and they form a heart shape. All right. Wrong. Reality. The male actually scrapes out other dudes' sperm before adding his own. It's like deleting your ex's texts before sending "miss you" to a new boo. University of Zurich found 90% of sperm in female damselflies wasn't even from the last guy. That's right. She's been busy. You thought your clingy ex was bad? Male anglerfish fuse into their girlfriends' bodies, literally becoming just a pair of attached testicles. No hobbies, no dreams, just a biological keychain of sperm. Scientific reason. Deep sea life is lonely. Finding another anglerfish is rarer than finding a vegan option at Texas BBQ. So when you find love, you bite it, melt into it, and stay forever. If humans dated like this, Costco would sell divorce surgeries. Flatworms don't sweet talk. They sword fight each other with their penises to see who gets to be the dad. Why? Because pregnancy is exhausting, even when you're basically a living fruit roll-up. Being stabbed? Slightly less work than giving birth, apparently. Imagine Tinder dates ending with "draw your sword." At least ghosting doesn't involve actual stab wounds. If you think you've ever loved too hard, meet the antechinus. These tiny Australian marsupials mate non-stop for 2 weeks straight. They stop eating, bleed internally, their bodies literally fall apart. And then they die. Why? Because females only ovulate once a year. It's a brutal all-in mating marathon. Black Friday shopping, but everyone's naked and bleeding out. Meanwhile, you're crying because you double-texted. So, what have we learned? Somewhere a slug is chewing up his own penis to escape a hookup. A fish is fusing permanently into his girlfriend. And 2 worms are sword fighting with their junk just to skip child support. Meanwhile, you're sad because Chad ghosted after 2 brunches. Honestly, after hearing all this, being ghosted might be the healthiest mating ritual of all. Thanks, evolution. You're not smart, but damn, you're entertaining. Hey, if you enjoyed today's emotional rollercoaster, drop a like, subscribe for more weirdness, and tell me in the comments, which animal love story made you feel better about your last breakup? Personally, I'm team banana slug. At least they commit. See you next time, weirdos.